Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another rhythmic Captain Stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It'll only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. Before I prompt the items, before I draw them forth, I just wanted to preface this video by apprising you that this is the second part of the unboxing of the Hellboy action figure line. So if you've yet to check out the previous part, then you can do so at your own discretion, or you can forgo watching that video. In the previous part, I unboxed two figurines within the lot, and I was unfortunately pressed for time, so I needed to resort to spawning a second video. Now that that's out of the way, let's move on. Actually, I just noticed the salient issue. This figurine is beheaded. That was not advertised in the listing. I hope that this can be remedied. If I cannot remedy the situation, then dismay and distress will ensue. So here we have one Hellboy figurine that's beheaded. Hopefully I can repair him. If not, I'll have to take recourse immediately and contact the seller and see if he could issue me a refund. Alrighty. This is a salient issue. I received a defective figurine. Alrighty, I can't reattach a head. Here's the Hellboy figurine. I'm agitated, I'm infuriated, I'm imbued with rage, but I'm not going to allow my emotions to consume me. Nothing I can do. I just have to be patient and prudent and logical and rational and contact the private seller, see if he can issue me a partial refund, and then move on. So here's Hellboy beheaded. I do like his aesthetics, I do like his shadings, I like his textures, I like his hues. He has a holster for his pistol, he has his little utility belt, he can perform a tail whip, he can rotate his tail, that can swivel. His elbows are not double jointed, nor are his knees. He can't perform an ankle pivot. The ankle rocker is minor, it's not significant or anything, it's practically negligible. He can move his legs outwards and inwards. He truly captures the essence of Hellboy. He's an embodiment of Hellboy in action figure form. This is Hellboy without his shirt, so his torso is showing. You can see his epidermis. You can see his crimson red hues. Not a bad figurine. He also comes with his gauntlet. He unequivocally has physical prowess. He can pummel anyone to death. He can clobber anyone to death. Unfortunately, he's missing his head, so I don't know how he's going to discern anything or trounce any opponents without a brain. But who says, well, let me revamp that. Who said he need a who actually, I was right the first time. I miscorrected myself. Who says he needs a brain to function optimally? He's an alien after all. That sounded egregious and abysmal. Let's just revoke that. And let's just say that without his brain, his body is useless. Fair enough. So here we have Hellboy. The head is on the precipice of collapsing, so this is not the ideal pose But I guess I'll never be able to truly pose him until the head is properly reattached. The ball peg is not going into the peg hole. It's quite a pity, it's quite a shame, but it is what it is. I just want to move on. Alrighty, so we have some more figurines in here. We have another version of Hellboy. Fortunately, this one has the head attached. He has his trench coat. He comes with his pistol. He has his armament. What else? Just like the other aforementioned variant of Hellboy, he has his gauntlet. Now the difference here is he has not only a trench coat, but a more rustic, classic face. This Hellboy looks like he's poised for battle. He has horns protruding out. He kind of has this determined look. He has tenacity, audacity, and he's intrepid about what lies ahead. On the other hand, this Hellboy has a more neutral expression. He has more of a vacant expression. It looks like he's mulling over his next attack or his next move, or whether or not he wants to charge into the fray of battle and decimate his adversaries. So he looks like he's more strategical, and this one looks like he's irate and livid and imbued with rage. So he has these glaring eyes. This one has more of a mellow look to him, but perhaps that's a bit of an exaggeration. He still looks like a brawler, so I'm not going to underestimate him nor underscore him. He has tremendous intrinsic value. He has articulation in all the pivotal areas. He has a diaphragm joint. He has the ability to rotate his calves and his thighs. He can ascend and descend his appendages. He can bend his elbows. He can rotate his forearms. He's not an abysmal figurine by any means. I just would have preferred if he had finger joint articulation, and just like his counterpart, just like the other Hellboy, he has high quality textures, high quality shadings, high quality aesthetics. He's comprised of a high quality sculpt. I love his novelties. I love the trench coat. I love his gauntlet. I love his holster. I love his pants. I love what he's donning. He truly looks epic. So he's a meritorious figurine. So moving on, we have a couple more figurines within the lot. I believe this figurine's known by the moniker of Rasputin. He's the second and last figurine in the box. Unfortunately, he's marred with minor scratches. It's not enough of a deterrent to dissuade me from buying him. But even with that said, there's more to him. That's an issue than just his scratches. Unfortunately, to my dismay, his gauntlet is not permanently attached. It's not intact. It can easily come off. He has a gaping aperture between his index finger and thumb. Fortunately, he has one fisted hand. The other one is not fisted. He's not donning a helmet. He doesn't really look poised for battle. He has more of a vacant expression. He kind of looks a bit menacing and intimidating and cunning and conniving. But he doesn't really have a lot to offer. One of the redeeming qualities is his robe. It's comprised of rubber. It has excellent shadings. It's quite bulky. It's sprawled out. And it truly augments the figurine. It truly accentuates his epicness. Because without it, he would just look like a generic, average thug. But with it, he looks a bit more robust and a bit majestic and a bit divine. So he's ambrosial. With his wardrobe. I just would have preferred if he was donning more clothes. He's a bit bare, but that's fine. So, next we have the last guy. He has a blade protruding out of his left arm. The box is now devoid of its contents, so I'm just going to... Sorry about that. Sorry about the brief hiatus. I'm just going to briefly analyze him, and then once I'm done doing that, then I need to take a break before I collapse. I'm experiencing chronic fatigue. I haven't slept now in over 24 hours, but that's okay. I just need to finish this final video briefly. Hopefully this will be brief. So to keep this succinct, let me just summarize what we have here. So we have a warrior. I guess he's a nemesis of Hellboy. He was a villainous, sadistic, malicious, malevolent, evil character from the first movie. He's malign and malignant and tyrannical. So that's what I wanted to say about that. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. As you can see on his costume, he seems to have some badges. I mean, it's hard just to tell from this distance, but apparently he has two badges or pins. Maybe they're supposed to symbolize his accolades and his achievements. Who knows? I love his trench coat. Seems to be comprised of leather, not 100% sure, some type of synthetic material. Probably comprised of some type of artificial synthetic material. Leather, maybe. Do I think it's comprised of cotton? No, but maybe. I mean, I'm not the best at discerning materials apart. I can't really descry various cloth materials apart from one another. That's not my niche. That's not my forte. That's not my domain. That's not my area of expertise. But I do love his attire. Truly emulates his attire in the movie. This character has been realized in 6-inch form, or an action figure form, as I like to call it. He has double jointed knees. He has feet that can rotate 360 degrees. He has an ankle hinge. He can rotate His thighs and calves, they rotate in tandem with one another. They can't rotate separately of one another. That's a shame. He lacks a diaphragm joint. That's a missed opportunity right there. I presume that his elbows are double jointed. He can rotate his wrists and his forearms and his upper arms, so that's all good. And he can rotate his head. His head is relegated to a ball joint. The helmet can be removed, and it can be reattached at your discretion. His face is a bit hideous. His appearance is akin to Freddy Krueger's. Face-wise, that is. So, he seems to be some type of undead warrior. I'm not sure. I'm not well acclimated with the Hellboy lore. But this figurine isn't bad. I would have preferred if he had more points of articulation. Finger joint articulation would have been ideal. Toe articulation would have been nifty. Diaphragm joint wouldn't have been bad. And, other than that, I mean, I have no real gripes. I can't really complain. Excellent deco. Let me revamp that. Let me refine that. This figurine has high quality textures, high quality shadings. He has a high quality sculpt. His deco is super derogatory. In other words, it goes beyond what is needed. I just want to verify something. Yeah, the deco is unequivocally supererogatory. It goes beyond the limits of what is needed out of this figurine. So Mezco did not disappoint me with this character. So unfortunately, to my dismay, one of the figurines arrived beheaded. I'll have to contact the seller and take recourse. Nothing I can do other than that. And if he doesn't refund me, then eBay has to step in as the intermediary to resolve the dispute. So it is what it is. I'm flabbergasted. I am quite surprised that he arrived beheaded. That typically doesn't transpire, but life is not perfect, and calamities will unfortunately ensue, so just be prepared to rectify them when they emerge. So, not a bad lot. I recollect paying slightly over $100 for these 6 figurines. Maybe I could get refunded at least 20 because of the scenario. Or maybe I'll have to return that defective Hellboy figurine. So I essentially have 3 versions of Hellboy. I have one with a trench coat, one shirtless, and the baby Hellboy. Then I have Abe, which is a Aqua warrior. He seems to be nimble. He has finesse and adroitness. And then, of course, I have Rasputin, the nemesis or rival of Hellboy. And then we have the archetype bad guy who slaughtered the professor character in the Hellboy flick. The professor apparently was Hellboy's surrogate father, or adoptive father, or stepfather. I mean, I'm trying to think how to phrase it. Perhaps I'm overthinking it, but you get the gist of the notion. Essentially, the professor was Hellboy's parent, and this guy apparently teleported in and bludgeoned Hellboy's father, even though he wasn't his biological father. So it is what it is. So we have 2 villainous characters and 4 hero characters. I'm going to contact the private sellers, see what will transpire, and hope that the invoice price could be reduced in the form of a partial refund. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found this video to be enthralling and insightful. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.